going to see some of my peoples in LA, and they was telling me like, yo, when you leave, make sure you don't go down this street. Make sure when you get to the end of that street, call me. Don't turn down that street. And like, so it seems like you had like basically instruction skills on how like you kind of learned that structure from kind of being destabilized, traveling to different schools and all that. Because I was the same way. Man, I went to 5 different schools in 5 years, and I didn't really get to gel with a lot of my friends. But being by myself kind of helped me see some direction. You know what I mean? So did that, like growing up, bouncing around, does that kind of help you get a little bit of direction because you having things in so many different places?
Yeah, I think you learn that, you know, you're not bigger than the program. That's like my older homies say all the time, and it's just a saying where we come from. You can be at this school, like you can be the man, you can have, you know, all the access. You get kicked out, now you in somebody else's backyard, now you gotta humble yourself, or you're gonna get your ass beat. You know what I mean? So it's like, ain't nobody beat by us at school. You feel me? So you gotta know when you in the driver's seat and when you in the back seat, and just, you know, it's not always about you, man. Everybody matters and everybody counts in their own way, so you just gotta respect that. And I was raised to respect that.
Right. I mean, accountability is something that's sticking out to me right now that you said. But on one of the records, you said you ain't thugging till your mama know you doing wrong.
Oh yeah, that was on. Yeah, Royce. Shout out Royce, man. I appreciate Royce for putting me on that song. Royce da 5'9". Yeah, me, him, and G Frico. Yeah, I mean, my mama. I got a different kind of mama, as you can hear, like on the interlude on the project.
Absolutely.
My mama not like everybody else's mama. So my mama was very transparent about her past and her current nature, and you know, just where she came from and things like that. So I used to have very transparent conversation with my mom. You know, she used to tell me shit like, whatever you do, deal with it, cause we ain't moving. And just having that kind of. And after she done moved like twice, it's like, all right, we done moved on this side of the street, on that side of the street, on that side of the street.
Right.
It's on you now. And I kind of learned responsibility at a young age just based on, you know, my relationship with her. Yeah, my mama, she really done taught me a lot.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a lot of reflection on this album. Like when listening to this album, I kind of get like you kind of taking a look at your younger self. You know what I mean? And just the path that you're going. So what was like you've done a few albums, but what was different from this one than the previous ones? I'm
just not as young, bro. Like, you know, Summertime 06 came out, I was 20, 21, and we was in the middle of like a beef, like war. And it's like, I don't got no money. You know how music is. The album ain't get nothing, you feel me? Like, and I'm on my ass. We in a 1-bedroom apartment on 5th and Temple. Me, my mom, and my sister, and my homie live around the corner. And it's like, I got a car with no gas in it. I got a gun with no bullets, and now everybody think I'm popping. So now it's like that was kind of made a lot of pressure, which led to me being like, all right, how do I make some money? Which led to me learning about shows and touring and festival circuits and things of that nature. So that's where kind of like, and also it was hard to get people to work with me. Because like, you know how the politics is like, my manager from New York. I'm from Long Beach, so that make everybody in LA feel weird because they don't really like Long Beach, they don't like New York. But it's like, this man done done for my family and yada yada. So it's like, oh, how did niggas tell me, yeah, man, you just need like, you don't need your man, you need a new manager, you need like a young fly nigga. It's like, what the fuck do that mean? Like, but it's like, you know, just playing them kind of games. I'm like, all right, I gotta find another way because I'm not gonna play the fake politics shit. So then, you know, James Blake wanted to work, and it's like, all right, okay, he do shows, he gonna let me open up for him. All right, let me try to figure out how to maneuver this. And the Big Fish theory came from me knowing how to do festivals and learning about syncs. So like, all right, how do I get paid? And then after that, like, I got paid off that, and then, you know, I had a lot of loss, a lot of death. And it's like, you know, both my grandmas died, my little homie died, one of my cousins died, like, I think like 4-5 months. So it was to the point where I was like, you know, it's all good. It was to the point where I was like, yeah, I gotta slow down and like think. And FM was kind of like, you know, because when we think about Big Fish theory, I was like, I got all the street shit off my chest with Summertime 06. So I was like, all right, how do I do something different to get some money? As far as barely any cursing on that thing, and then like hella violent and shit like that. So FM was kind of like me kind of falling back into the old mind state. I wasn't really in like the coolest place. And then I just chilled for a couple years and I didn't do nothing. But I think I'm older, like, you know, in them 5 years, I went from 25 to 28. And when my first album came out, I was 21. So it's just, these just pivotal moments in my life. And it's like, you know, just growing up and just realizing that, you know, certain things is the way they is kind of just put me where I was at when I made it.
I remember you saying also, like, you know, even though you may not do like the biggest numbers, you also have like, I wanted to know about like the audio experience versus the live experience, because last year the live experience was taken from us as a whole, right?
Yeah, I mean, I done play shows like, you know, 25 to see venues 3 days in a row. I done sold out Terminal 5, I done sold out Ithaca, I done sold out Seattle, Oakland, one of my biggest markets. I sell out Oakland and San Francisco back to back, and they right down the street.
Yeah.
But I can also go to Texas and have Houston, it'll be like 20% capacity until the door. Then the door we might get to like 50, but then we sell out Dallas, sell out San Antonio, sell out New Mexico, and then we do another low show. It's ups and downs, you feel me? Like, I ain't never really been that good in the South. I ain't never really been that good in Florida.
Right.
So it's one thing about touring is it humbles you, and it just teaches you, that you do have connectivity. Because if it's somebody in the show on a Tuesday night, I don't care how many people it is, they don't got the money that we have. You know what I'm saying? They don't have $40, $60 just to spend. So it make you appreciate every single person. And even with the sales and the numbers and shit, it's like we live in an era where like 20 million streams, 20 million people listening to your song equals 12,000 sales. So my thing is, when I look at my numbers, like, okay, it might not have been that crazy, but okay, I got 4 million people listening to me in 1 week on Spotify alone. So if I can't do something with that, I don't deserve no position. I don't deserve no money. I don't deserve to have no fame. If I'm mad about 4 million people listening to something in a 7-day series when they gotta go to work, they probably got kids. My fans, like, I think on my Spotify thing, like, and I know we on another platform, you know what I mean, just my streaming platform things, my bad. Less than 4% of my listeners under 18. All my listeners from 25 to 59. Wow. So that means people got jobs, they got kids. So I'm appreciative of people taking the extra time to support me.
So you really learning the business about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to, like, because I see a lot of artists, like, they think that immediately they sign with a label, and you're no longer on Def Jam, you're in Motown.
Yeah, but also a lot of artists don't know that it's all the same thing. It's a system, like it's just universal, as we know.
Right.
So my thing with these kids and these people, like, pick what's best for you, man. Like, it ain't nobody in this world that can do something for you that you can't do for yourself. Right. Now, if you want help or you want partnership, then go with that. But I feel like, man, do it makes sense. Like, in this day and age, more than anything, just do it what you got. You feel me? Like, if you're on the internet with 1 million people listening to your music, you already doing better than a lot of people that was established, successful artists before this thing came around. So, be grateful.
Yeah, man. What's some of your favorite drinks off the album?